NBA 2K23 is not a perfect game, but it's at least decently balanced. Well, that is until today. As you all see, I'm on my boy Six Gods account, the first legend in 2K21 next gen. He's on an inside out scorer. I recently just showed you guys this build in a video where I showed you 3 different 6'9" builds. It's 6'9", 7'6" wingspan, and you're gonna see has a 99 driving dunk. Now this build right here is incredible. You also get silver agent 3s, 87 ball handle, 86 perimeter defense, 85 steal, very all around solid build, but this 99 driving dunk is nothing to play with. As you all see, it's got 19 finishing badges, no cores yet. Posterizer is not even cored, so we don't have those extra badges, but Hall of Fame Slithery, Hall of Fame Posterizer, and there's one thing that really just changes it all, and that is being able to correctly time your dunk meter. It is actually game breaking. I'm going to show you all what it looks like when you're able to time it correctly every single time. So this is the curved bar on the side meter. This is the one that I use when I'm spamming posterizers, and you're going to see it's disgusting. Let's get into the gameplay. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and I'm about to blow your minds if you haven't seen this yet. Into the gameplay, keep in mind you do not need a 99 driving dunk to do this, I promise. You can do it with an 86 or a 93 for the gold posterizer, depending on how well you are at timing this. So look, this is just a regular dunk. Anybody can do that, but what you're about to see in this gameplay might just change your mind on 2K23. I'm gonna come down, posterize, throw him to the ground. Now look, in my opinion, I think it's actually easier this year to posterize people with the dunk meter than it is on 2K22. One of the reasons why it's so overpowered and broken is the fact that you can just do it over and over, and it puts you in a lot of dunks you wouldn't normally get. Now of course, running down and holding square or X with a 99 driving dunk, you're gonna get a lot of these, right? But it's just, look, over and over, these are wide open dunks you're gonna see. Though when it gets that contact, it's like dunks you shouldn't even get. Like, you should never be able to get an animation for that, yet you're still able to easily get a dunk out of it. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna come down, dunk on him too. It doesn't matter. Throw him to the ground. Now look, it does look easy, but a lot of people can't actually do that. It's actually decently hard to time. I'm not gonna say like it's so hard to do, but not a lot of people can necessarily go down and time it right every time. But if you can, look at this. Look at this. 2K23, man, if you have the ability to time a dunk meter, you're going to be disgusting on this game. You don't even have to do anything but run down and dunk. Like, we already knew that kind of, right? But this, to this level, look at this. I mean, just run down and throw it on anybody. Now, you see, these aren't like two big centers, but it doesn't matter. It literally does not matter. If you're playing a 7'3" center with maxed out defense, you're still going to get those animations. Yeah, sometimes they're going to block it more, or your meter might be a little bit smaller, but you see Hannah Montana is on. It's on. And we got to go crazy when Hannah Montana was just too lit. We could not control ourselves. But if you don't know what I'm doing, it's very simple. I'm running down, I hit up on the right stick, and then I hold down the right stick to get the dunk meter every time. Up, down, and then you hold it on the down. So you up real quick, then down, and on down you hold it, and you see, once again, posterize, and every one is slightly early, slightly late. Like, I'm not even greening any of these contact dunks. If 2K wanted to make this a fair game, you know, competitive wise or skill gap wise, like how you have to green threes, you should kind of have to green your dunks, right? Like, posterize or dunks, one of the biggest highlight plays in basketball, but that's not how it is. And you see, we're just able to just freely run down and dunk on everything. It's actually kind of gross. But into this next gameplay, and by the way, I want to let you guys know that when you're watching this, you've seen in the intro, I was what, 90 overall in Six Gods build? I think I was like at 88 in this. Look, late. Now, of course, that did turn out to be an open dunk, and to be fair, you do not make almost any early and late dunks with the contest, like actual contest. Of course, you make a lot of slightly earlies and slightly lates like I showed you, but not really late and early. You see right there, I get the wrong animation, and now we're going to have to work to get the ball back, but you see, we're gonna get it back pretty decently easy. I mean, and once we get it back, it's so hard to stop it, so hard. And look, this guy actually has a small build on 2K23, which you don't see a lot. We're not playing 6'9" and 6'9", but he misses open in the corner, very close to being in that green window, and it's time. Yep, it's time to just dunk on everything. Now, you're not seeing a lot of the examples that I was talking about where you just get dunks that you should not get at all, but you definitely get way more dunks on this game with the meter than without the meter, the posterizers especially. I'm going to show you some clips I gotta show you after this of just some examples of what I'm talking about where you're just not in the right position to at all get a posterizer, and you still get it. I'm going down, dunking that thing all day. Now, one thing that's actually hard about the dunk meter is sometimes, like you see, I definitely thought I was going to have a wide open dunk right there. Or sorry, a contact dunk, but it turned out to be wide open. Now, the wide opens are much faster than the contested for some reason, which I don't know, to me doesn't really make sense. I feel like it should be harder to time the contested. I don't know. But you see, we're going down, we're spinning, we're doing whatever we want. That's what you can do on 2K23 if you know how to slash. So we got Hall of Fame Slithery finisher as well. We're just going to dunk on him. What? Bro, that is not right. That is not right. You should not be dunking on people that much, man. Just going down again, dunking it, don't worry. And yeah, like I said, the open dunks are super fast. The contested ones are slow, which makes it easier to do. I don't really understand that, but that's how it is. It's okay though. We're just gonna go down and dunk every single time. And that's what I feel like you should have to do. You should have to green it. I told you guys when 2K23 hadn't came out yet in the news videos about 2K22, because I got on next gen and used the dunk meter, and it was way too easy. It's the same way in 2K23. Look at that, bro. Look at that. Now, of course, like I said, not everybody can do that. It does look really easy, but with the, you know, different timings on the dunks and some of them being open, it is a little bit harder than it actually does look. But I mean, come on, bro. I mean, someone with a 50 to 70 win percentage should be able to time it almost every time. You know, a decent player at 2K. We're just going to go down and dunk again and again and again, over and over. So let me show you some clips of what I'm talking about. If you made it this far, you're really about to see what the most broken thing in 2K23 is. It's not necessarily dunking, it's the dunk stick and the dunks it gives you that you shouldn't normally get. Do you agree that this guy should have got dunked on right here? This is when I flicked up on the right stick and then down. Now, you might be 50-50 whether that should have been a dunk or not, and you might be saying, okay, well, he should play better defense. All right, well, on this play, he plays better defense, stops me from dunking, and it still goes in. On this next play, you're going to see I'm going to drive down, and look at this one. This is one of many examples I could show you. It's very hard to say that I should have got a dunk on this play. Look, that's where I initiated the dunk right there. Somehow I'm able to go through him, animation, and just dunk all over his body. Now you see, that's what's actually broken with the dunking in 2K23. I don't necessarily think that Silver Limitless takeoff and quick drops are super broken, because you can stop it. You can block them, you can stop them at the rim, you can bump them before they get there. But what happens when you can bump somebody and it doesn't matter at all? You're still able to get the contact dunk. Now, what I want you all to do, everyone watching this video, is go down into the comments and tell me what you think. After watching those clips, do you think that is something that should be in NBA 2K23? Yes, this is a virtual basketball game. It's a simulation. It's got to be more arcadey than real life basketball. You know, nobody wants to shoot 38% from three and that's going to be fun, right? We all don't want that. But do you think that should be in the game right there? And also, do you think that you should be able to slightly early and slightly late and still make 90% of these dunks? You see, just going down, slamming on people. I mean, these aren't just like tiny bit, he's catching up, you know, behind me trying to get a chase down. These are like actual nasty posterizers. These are a top 5 play in a superstar's career type dunks. You know, most of these dunks, of course, some of them are open, but I really just don't think that should be in the game. Now, where does 2K change this? Because it's not necessarily that the dunk meter is super broken. It's kind of the way you're able to get the dunks. Like, you shouldn't necessarily be able to activate the dunk meter in those spots. So it's kind of like a combination of the dunk meter and the fact that you're able to get them in areas you shouldn't. I don't really know, but I can 100% tell you I don't think that should be in the game. I don't think you should be like bumped up, clamped up, and be able to initiate a dunk. Where you see right there, I've actually missed a dunk because it was open. I thought it was going to be a contact. So that's the example I was showing you, where it gives you a super fast one when it's wide open and you're not expecting it. So yeah, it does take some sort of skill to be able to time it, because sometimes they're open, and even when they are posterizers, they are a different speed, of course, depending on the dunk and what dunk you get. But I don't know, man. I said the same exact thing last year. I played a lot of current gen on this game on 2K22. I came to next gen and I was going crazy. Like, I was just dunking on everything when I had a build that was able to dunk. And in the play now modes and all that, it was even worse, because, you know, not everyone's got like Hall of Fame anchor or whatever it was last year, rim protector, and you can just dunk on everything depending on which player you have, and of course, once again, your ability to time it right. But what I'm saying is, it's not necessarily that, it's where you're getting the dunks. Like right there, you see I mean, maybe you do agree with that, maybe you don't, that I should have been able to get a dunk right there, but it seemed like he was in front of me, like completely in front of me. He had cut off my angle, but when I initiate the dunk, it just throws me into an animation. It doesn't like register if he was really even there not to cut me off to give me a dunk animation. It just gives it to me because I flicked the freaking stick and it gives me a dunk. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of confusing, but at the same time, this is really, in my opinion, the most broken thing in the gameplay for 2K23. Now, not a lot of people do this. Let's be real here. Not a lot of people really do this, where they go down, they dunk stick meter and time it right every time, but it's coming out. Like, I know I just made a video about it, but people are already starting to do this much more often. Every day I go into the park, I'm seeing many more people do this on 2K23. So once again, let me know in your opinion how you feel about this in the comment section down below. I wanted to share it with you guys, give you a little, entertaining video, plus, funny with the Hannah Montana, and kind of just really give you my opinion on 2K23's gameplay, because it's pretty good. I actually do like 2K23's gameplay. It's not perfect at all. I mean, after you've seen this video, you really can't say it's perfect, right? I would give it around a 7 or an 8. Like I've told you guys, 7.5 to 8. It does definitely have some things that I think that I would change if I was Mike Wang, if I was the gameplay director, but nothing's like super broken really, except for this in my opinion. I mean, you see, it's nasty. So drop a like, hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. Hey, your boy Batchplug, you've been plugged in. Click one of these 2 videos right here. If you haven't seen one of these, I won the 2K League event and stuff like that. Check out my channel. I got jump shots, dribble moves, everything for you guys. And I'm out. Peace.